Okay, I've got my coffee. I hardly ever have coffee now. And look at this. I'm not trying to be funny or this and that or whatever. I had to do all of this and I love it. I love the way it looks. It's not done yet. I have to wipe the surface of it all and clean it. All this light gray that's on the surface of the tile. After I did the thin set and stuck it all down, I put these pieces next to the toilet bowl right here. I just did that last night. I couldn't reach before, or for some reason I have a dehumidifier up there so it's not pressing down on the stuff. This stuff dries without standing on it too hard. It has to be let alone. It's been left alone for a couple of days now. Now here is something pretty kind of scary that I found in the house. I'll let you know about. What else did I do? Here's the bucket I mixed it in last night. Hi. I ate blueberries, so I have like blueberries in my mouth. It's kind of stained with the blueberries. Hi. Okay, let's take a look downstairs. I'm feeling okay. I don't feel too horrible. I was actually laughing at some jokes. What am I going to show you? There's work I can do here. I can do some slight plaster. Put this coffee cup down. I don't want to right now. I just did it last night. Hey, it's snowing out. Look, or you know, there is snow outside. This needs like a corner bead thing on here. You nail or screw it in. Then you put plaster on either side. It looks good. Probably take off this thing and put a little piece of wood there so it fits just right. Take that nail out. Do stuff around here so it looks more professional. Put plaster on that little ceiling piece where the screws were. Make this look like new and paint the door. Probably take that chain off and that'll look good. There's work I can do. Those are all the closets. It's not that scary. When I first moved here, actually it looks a lot better. The floor looks better now without the chip in it. It's kind of messy there, but it's all right. When I first moved here, and this, this right here, I have to put one more layer of plaster in there. It's got to look like the original plaster, which is like done by hand, and looks pretty nice like that on the edges. And they built this huge fireplace and stuff. It's pretty cool. I like it. When I first moved here, I got the thought about this basement, which I've always felt good and safe in this house. But something about this basement, like I couldn't sleep down here. Something about it told me like blood or something, like something about blood. Not just blood, but something else. I can't think of the exact word that it was, but it was when I first moved here. It was something about blood. I don't know what it was. And it was frightening to me, so I couldn't sleep down there. I slept, actually when I first got here, I slept down there for a few nights. And then later I tried to sleep down there, and it's something about me, it frightened me staying down here. I don't know why. It looks good. It looks good and safe and nice. Oh, there's a bird. Or something. A bird got in here. I don't know how a bird got in here. I'm gonna have to open up the door. It's expensive to heat, but I'm gonna have to open up the door to let the bird out so it doesn't die. Ah! Gosh. Come on. Oh, this is why I was scared. It was just unlocked, or kind of unlocked. gonna have to let that bird out. This is terrible. I was trying to heat up the house. Look at that fireplace, 20 feet wide. Huge fireplace. These are really strong posts from some classic building that they got it from. Yeah. Come on, bird, go! Hey, is that the bird? Where is it? Go out. Go out the door. I don't know where I put my coffee. Oh, here. I'm just gonna go upstairs. Here's the thing that worried me. Last night, I came down here, and to save energy, I finally turned the lights off in the basement. They have these fluorescent lights that are cheaper, but I didn't want to always leave them on, so I turned them off. And it was kind of scary because I turned them off and it was all dark down there. And then I came upstairs, and it was kind of scary coming upstairs because it was like really dark down there because the rest of the woods are dark. And I had to do some stuff around here, but for some reason, something about it kind of scared me. And this morning, look what I found. Look what I found. I'm gonna put my coffee, get it away from whatever it is. Look at this. What is this? Blood. What is that? Blood? What is that? What is that? Did the cats kill a bird? It's terrifying. What is that dripping down from there? Is that blood? What is that? Is that blood? Gosh, what is that? That was not there before that I ever recall seeing. And I had just taken those cheap looking Christmas lights indoors that were randomly strewn. I just took those off of here a few days ago, and I didn't cut my hand like that. I don't have any cuts on my hand that I know of like that. Even though I had worked so hard for so many days here, I had little cuts. I had little cuts on my hand. But not like this. What is that? Where's that coming from? Looks like something knocked off the plaster. And it's on the ground. It's on the ground right there, I think. I think that's it. Oh, I know what it is. It's not blood. Never mind. Of course there's nothing wrong with the house. It's not blood. It's the floor stain. Gosh. Of course there's nothing scary about it. See that? It's the floor stain that I'm gonna have to stain the backs of those too, because some of it got on there. That's the floor stain when I made these floors shiny. That's all it is. Okay. Figured it out. Figured it out. It's the floor stain. Okay. I just missed it and hadn't seen it. It's not blood. It's the wood stain. Thank goodness. The cat just ran in from outside because I'm trying to let that bird out. Hey. Hey, how's it going? How are you? I turned this oven on to make it a little warmer. It's not gonna hurt anything. It kind of reminded me of when Al was here. What is this on? Might have to change some of the knobs on this. It's okay. really painted the sides of that stuff. Dee-da, ba-dee-da-doo-da-doo-da. Dee-da, ba-dee-da-dee-da-doo-da-day, dee-da-day. Looks good. Looks good in here. I like the colors. It's got this rainbow on the ground. Natural rainbow that occurs in nature. Oh, I guess I gotta put this trim right there, in there, in there. I had it right here, even on that corner, the little piece in the corner. But that's not blood, of course. What was I thinking? Something worried me, like I wasn't supposed to stay down there. I think that's what it was. It was like something telling me I couldn't keep staying down there and lighting a fire. I had to get the whole upstairs done, the upstairs apartment done, so I could live there. So I had to work like relentlessly and get up there by the time it got too cold. This looks good. I just gotta scrape these windows because they do not look the best. I really gotta clean and scrape them, but that's okay. There's an original work of art by, I believe, Inga Solonovich or maybe George. Actually a this is actually a, wow, this looks funny. Wow, this is actually a custom piece of furniture or light that the builder, right here, it's pretty cool. The builder made this light. And this is a custom artwork by, I believe, Inga Solonovich, or it could have been George Solonovich. And I found it in a room outside, one of the outside rooms of the house. It's pretty amazing. I found other original works of art of theirs, or sketches. And I don't know if I feel like relentlessly working on stuff right now. I'm taking it easy. I did stuff on the computer, not just videos, but not videos. I was talking to people for legal reasons all this morning. Now just taking it easy, drinking a coffee. I hadn't had a coffee in a long time, so I'm having a coffee. I'm probably, well, this isn't a priority, but I can do this to make a cool table. I was gonna cut a hole right here and put blobs of paint right here as if it's a big artist's palette. I've already sealed this with one coat of the stuff I put up to the clear coat on the floors, but it just absorbed into it. It didn't make it very shiny. This, I could have cut this piece bigger, but it was the only piece I had left. And I'm saving that plywood to do other stuff with. I didn't feel like having to bring a huge piece of birch plywood to this house. Another one when I had just enough to do these different things with around the house. Gosh, this bathroom I really like, but I gotta paint the walls. It's another job. and you can only do so much at a time. I want to take this chain off, put a new light there, and just paint the walls. Keep the pink stuff. The pink stuff looks good. Some light in here. Some light in here. Hey. And I can put some goof off or something on that toilet. I accidentally got some couple pieces of white or pink or something when I was painting stuff, but this will look really good. I can put a little piece of wood on the edges of this, like cut it right there with the thing. Put that there, and there, and here, maybe around the other edge, and then you can leave this like it is. Then paint the walls. I may have to paint the walls. I don't know. I'd like to paint them blue, but this sink wouldn't match with the sink. And this looks so cool and kind of retro with the way, wow, it looks like they really put an angle on this countertop somehow. That's been there for a long time. Hey. Hi. Hey. I look okay. I guess maybe I drank coffee and it made me have a skinnier look. Even though it's I don't know why I laugh. It's ridiculous. I should almost never laugh and just be one of those serious people who doesn't say lewd and crude things that I wonder if this, hey, it opens. What the heck is this? I didn't know it even opened. Wow. This has been here since before I lived here, and there are tampons in here. Thank gosh. I'm gonna have to get that out of here, but thank gosh I kept the pink color. Thank gosh I kept the pink color, and I painted this floor pink intentionally to have it a girls' room, girls' bathroom. Just these walls are so, ugh. I gotta repaint these walls. This is really cool. This original metal thing that they, outlet cover that they, you can't duplicate this. This is amazing. I could shine it somehow. There's so much detail you could do to the house. It just takes forever. In some ways, or just years. This looks pretty good like it is, but I could shine that somehow if I had to. It's a custom outlet cover. They made these custom outlet covers for this house. It's really amazing. It's in that corner. Oh my gosh. I might have to put a new piece of drywall or something. Yeah, and a little piece of drywall in that corner. I don't know what it's doing exposed right there. This looks okay. Maybe I can scrape that a little bit. That just mostly sand a little bit and paint. Just sand a couple places in the wall and paint. Maybe some little plaster where somebody put those little things in there. I don't like those things. I don't know what they are. I don't like them. I had to take them all out of this room. I had to take them all out of this room. They were all, there was one there. Those are all those things in the wall, and I took them all out and I covered them with the plaster. All those were them. Oh, wow. That's me in the mirror. Great. This is a nice bedroom. Just have a bed right here. This actually looks, this piece looks like an old piece of plywood, but it's custom carved by the original builder, apparently. And it just needs paint. The whole thing needs paint or stain. Stain, actually, perfect. When I stain the floor and stain this piece of custom or built into the thing. Furniture, yeah, this is kind of a custom furniture built in here. I can stain that piece of wood and stain the floor, stain the top of that furniture, or see if that needs anything, and then you just paint the walls and stain the floor and that. Has a good light fixture on it. So that's another job, is painting this room, doing a little more plaster to it first. And this one's ready to paint. I finished all the plaster. This one's ready to paint. Paint first. I have this out here. I just don't want to do it right now. I just got done doing these legal things all this morning. I was taking a break, doing a video and drinking a coffee. This is stuff stored in here. That's my neighbor's pinball machine he gave me that I'm gonna put together when I find the screws for it. I didn't want it to be thrown away. It was his that he had growing up. I don't want to show too much of the thing. It's like leftover stuff in there from. I can make this look shiny eventually. It's clean. Has some new dust or something on it. Here. I'm gonna close that. These rooms were cold. I am not heating these rooms. Here's the kids on the refrigerator. My kids. And Danica's kids. We used to have that Rip Pink pantyhose things on a refrigerator that I had at the other house. Garth Mill Road. There's a cat. Rip Pink pantyhose was my first or second screenplay that I ever wrote. I wrote the Jimbo story. That was a feature-length one. I wrote the Jimbo story and the second story, and Rip Pink Pantyhose was in that, and I wrote it in about 2000, the year 2000, and the kids would just laugh and laugh uncontrollably in the class. I was good at writing. I did a tremendous amount of effort on writing. I was just good. It was at LMU. The students at LMU in Los Angeles, they'd more than one student in the classroom would cry laughing so much. I was good at it, but I had this like worry and anxiety. I could barely stay in the classroom. One time they started reading the script out loud. They chose the parts, like the characters they'd act as, and they started reading, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just started walking out of the classroom, and I walked out of the classroom. I turned and just walked, and then they wouldn't read it, and then I was going to go to the bathroom, and I heard them stop reading, and then I had to come back into the classroom, and they said, why did you walk out of the classroom? Because it was so intense. I didn't know what to do, but they loved reading it, and it put a pressure on me, but it was really good screen. What happened to that? This is a brand new refrigerator. I've cleaned it so many times. There's so much stuff that got slopped on it and thrown with the cooking, but that's okay. That's okay. I liked all that cooking. It was amazing. I learned how to be a better cook by watching him here and there. I'd watch him. That was fun. That was enjoyable back then. We'd cook on the stove. We just hung out, and I didn't have to work all the time, but I did videos a lot, and I was making some money at videos. And see if that cat comes in without making it too cold. Hey, how are you doing? Come on in. Have a dude. That's really good. Well, here's the electric box. By some miracle, I had a good electric box. Really good electric box. The electric in this house is amazing. Pretty good. Very fortunate that it's okay. How's it going? Well, hey, this is a random video of, what are we gonna call it? So it's not random. If we name it, it won't be random anymore. This is get away from the coffee. Please don't annoy me. The cat wants something. What's that tree? This tree's pretty cool. Get out of here. Okay, I gotta be nice to the cat. I'm tired of showing the place. I did a lot of work on it this year. I did more than a full-time year's labor already. And, yeah, I did in about 4 months. But it barely minimum full-time labor. And it's warmer up here. Those costumes are pretty cool. Yeah. I can't wear these in the wintertime. They were comfortable in the summertime. I happen to have on these shoes. I could do a chat or just put this video up in high res. What do you want? That stuff's still drying. What do you want? I couldn't use this bathroom. It was hard to pee. It was hard to pee because I could not use this bathroom. It's still drying. Dee-ba-dee-da-doo-da-dee-da-dee. What do you want? Stop. Please don't mess up my coffee. What do you want? Please cover up your backside. Put your tail down or something. You used to not have your tail up. That's like a baby kitty thing that you started to do. Why? It's okay. What do you want? You got plenty of cat food. Plenty of cat food. What else do you want? What? What do you want? Oh, water. You gotta get water. You gotta get water. That dog took your water. Oh, I gotta go all the way downstairs to give you water. Okay, let's stop the video. Bye. Okay, bye.
It's just gone. They're right here.